1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm a happy camper, I love the summer sun. I love the trees and forest, I love to have fun. Oh, I'm a happy camper, I love the clear blue sky. And with the grace of God, I'll camp until I die.
Dum 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 dum.
No, now's where the Flotsam and Jetsam needs to kick in.
Chilling, Mincy. A chilling rendition, boys. Don't you agree? Just chills you right to the soul.
Very well done. Very well done.
You can all stop hiding how mortified you truly
Not
are.
not a dry eye
I can't recover.
not a dry eye or a pair of underpants in the house. Welcome
Just like my last concert.
to the Tuesday Night Cigar Club podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our season 2 premiere. I guess you can exhale in relief. Obviously, if you're listening, it's official that we have been renewed for another season.
Picked up.
That's
right.
So we got at least another 13 coming your way.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Sorry. You guys do anything fun on your hiatus from the show? Any trips or?
I believe I may have opened the wrong cigar.
Hey, we've been on break, and
Our skills have obviously not lasted.
I was not given one of those. Can see where I rank in the overall importance of thing.
I believe Tuttle took yours probably.
I stayed up all night working on that song.
I got nothing. I'm still mortified by the song.
It was fantastic. I loved it.
There you go. That's all you need. Yak Boy loved it. But then we are back after a brief little break.
No, I did nothing. I worked. I worked.
I'm sure that's what everybody's gonna say.
I did carry a whole bunch of film gear through DC's Reagan International. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. TSA, love them.
Did you get the cavity search?
No. Thankfully.
Well, for you.
Yeah.
He had those on you. But no, we coming back. Actually, we just skipped a little brief amount of time to kind of regroup, catch our breath. We're back at it. Was coming up with what we were going to do this week. Last show we did our little tribute to Amanda Peterson, who was an '80s actress who we all kind of liked from Can't Buy Me Love, and we, in our own special way, tried to show her tribute, which ended up just a black goopy mess all over the table. And in the meantime, someone who I think we all have much more, who has meant a lot more to us in our lives, Roddy Piper just passed away.
This legitimately made me sad. I didn't even know it until I saw it in the text message that you guys sent out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, that sucks.
I had actually mentioned we were going to rush and go into a Roddy movie or two tonight, and it was just, joke aside, it was too soon. It was like, you know what, this one actually does kind of sting the heart.
I grew up on him.
So I was like, you know what, let's give that a little bit of time. We'll come in, we'll do him right with the right film, the right amount of time where we can actually, do him justice, because he certainly deserves it. And we'll figure out a different way to tribute him rather than pouring out a little bit of our beer into an ashtray and having it ooze out all over the table. And that
was ill-advised.
It blew up in our face. But Amanda Peterson, that was for you. So
I heard her family saw the podcast and was very touched.
That's not what my lawyer said.
It was a special moment. But no, things are looking good. We're still moving towards our goal of getting full episodes out on YouTube. Move away from the clips and actually getting the big hole to do out there. But we got a little bit of time left. And other than that, really rewarding to see some reviews pop up on iTunes, to see some people engaging with us on social media, and this thing just kind of keeps slowly growing. So
it was actually nice to hear another podcaster talking that he saw us on YouTube, unsolicited. came up in his recommendations deal, and he watched it. So that made me.
Arnold fans
That got
gave
me,
us about 15 minutes of discussion
that's
on their
right.
podcast, talking about the upcoming quotation, confrontation, situation, challenge. Said it right again.
You did say it right.
But nothing new there. We're still playing the planning stages, so we're all going to need to get together and
I was
marathon like
I was
30
cracking
something
up.
Arnold.
That one
flicks
guy
before
sounds
then.
just like Arnold,
Yeah,
and then the host sounds like McLovin from Superbad. I loved it.
and a lot of them kind of slip in and out of it, but
Yeah.
it's a good show, and so things are just trucking along. Want to just get right to it tonight. You know what? We got what I think is going to be a fun show, and let's cut the fat and just get right to it. Tonight we're smoking the metal cigar from Core Zero Cigars. Not metal as in some of the boys were saying. Not metal in the alloys and
It's full of rust.
no, it's heavy metal.
There was a hint of
full of zinc.
magnesium and perhaps some copper.
Tonight's cigar was handed to us to review by one of the owners of Core Zero, Nick Angotti, when we interviewed him at Cats Fest
Yeah,
a couple months ago. They also, Core Zero, sponsored the pre-party there.
correct.
For everybody.
Good group of guys.
Yeah,
Like
they seem
them.
like a committed group of guys. Interesting plot point. They're all either ex-military or law enforcement that went into the cigar company together.
Yeah, I think a lot of them were.
And they're also, several of them are members of a heavy metal band
Well, I know one of the dude is.
in Denver
Yeah.
called Core Zero. So that's the tie-in with the heavy metal band and the cigar. Tonight we're going to smoke the Robusto. It's manufactured in the Plasencia factory in Esteli, Nicaragua. It's got a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper, but it tells us straight up they did not want to go into the full strength with it. They want to stay more in the medium area, but hitting you with a full flavor profile. So we'll see. I tried over the weekend the other one we got there, Indy. Core Zero Indy, which is one of my favorite, the Sumatran wrapper. It's a big guy, 6x60, big heavy cigar, and it was good.
It was a little bit too big for me.
That's what she said. But no, it was good. I liked it. I'm really just sucker for Sumatran wrappers these days. I just can't get enough of them. So I enjoyed it, and all of them are they're smart. A new company coming out of the gate. They're all under $10. I believe the one we're smoking tonight is online, just a little under the $6 mark.
Yeah.
$5.75 ish.
Oh, okay. Really? I thought that I could have sworn that they were a little bit.
You get a
little bit higher.
five of these on their website for $29. So what's that?
Okay.
Five
Yeah.
some bucks. So
6.
good. Well, if you choose to round up, it's $6.
No, it's good. It's got a nice little smoke profile coming off the light. I've actually smoked it before, so I know a little bit about what it's about to do to me.
I have not. I'm
like
curious. We just lit up, so we'll get back to it in a minute. The drink tonight is chosen because, as we mentioned, Cats Festival. A lot of guys on Cats on Facebook. It's a Facebook group, and on some other cigar groups that we're members of are posting the shit out of pictures
I
of this
had
beer.
never heard of this beer, and then all of a sudden it seemed like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago.
And
It's everywhere.
and it's just picking up. Like, you can't look at every day. There's dudes showing off their 6-packs of this, not your father's root beer. So I was like, you know what? We gotta give this a shot. It's way out, and we've done nothing like it. I think the only thing we've really done outside the tropes
apple cider
is that
thing?
apple.
Yeah.
It wasn't a cider. It was an apple, CD apple.
Yeah, the CD apple.
Yeah, well, it was an apple ale.
Apple ale. So this is something
Which was
new.
still, that was technically a beer.
It's not.
This is root beer, okay?
It is.
I mean, honestly, not your father's root beer. Obviously, it is root beer. It tastes like root beer.
It'd be cooler if it was named "Not Your Father's Fault" root beer.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because they need to drop the freaking beer out of this. Get ready, boys. I'm going to shit all over this beer.
All right.
It's
The gauntlet has been dropped.
all right. Well, not your father's root beer. Small town brewery. It is started.
No, which small town?
I'm getting to that. That's the name of the brewery, Small Town Brewery.
Oh, okay.
Started in 2011.
He got a defensive like it was his small town.
What small town? Not my small town.
Tuesday Night Cigar Club is anti-small towns.
I thought that was going to be the name of it, Small Town, Texas.
This is actually, it's from Illinois.
John Cougar Mellencamp loves Not Your Father's Root Beer.
I'm not sure how to pronounce the town. I think it's Wakanda.
Yeah, it's got to
I'm
be.
sorry, what state?
Illinois.
Illinois, okay.
Nothing came out of there good.
It was started in, the brewery was started in 2011, and it's been around a few years now.
Now, do they actually brew other than root beer? Do they brew...
They brew other things, but this has like been their number one hit.
That's the
Not Your
number one
Father's Dr. Pepper.
And it falls within.
Not Your Father's Sprite.
I would refer it more to like the Alco Pop. It's Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
It follows in that vein, but in this instance, it's root beer.
I understand exactly what they're doing, and they achieved it.
But let me ask you...
I can't crap on them for that.
Let me ask you this, though.
But do it anyway.
A lot of guys, if you'll see, will post questions about drink pairings non-alcoholic. They don't like to drink.
Yeah.
What do you guys that don't drink booze, what do you pair with your cigars? And a lot of times these guys
Tampons?
answer root beer.
Yeah.
They say the flavor... Which,
Tampons?
No.
no.
Well, you said they don't drink.
Oh! Well, maybe they're alcoholics.
Stay with me here.
Okay. Or they could be just little girls.
That was a good one, and I
It
lost.
was a good one, and we were behind on
We
it.
had a season break. It takes a little bit to give up
Yeah.
here.
You should have said, do they keep
No.
their root beer in their purses with their tampons?
No, it actually.
But I'm saying, you see root beer a lot listed as a good companion, non-alcoholic pairing with cigars. So maybe these folks were, or maybe the reason this is so popular on the cigar boards is, hey, I get the root beer taste and some...
No, I'll tell you right now, the Core Zero with the My Father is working really, really well.
Oh, really? Because I remember 20 minutes before showtime, someone giving me the Manson lamps about this pairing.
No. The reason why I was giving you the Manson Lance about the pairing is that I didn't know how it tied into the movie.
Oh, we're doing a heavy metal movie tonight, and this is
Yeah.
a heavy metal cigar. And this is not really a heavy metal root beer. I don't think there's a such thing as a heavy metal root beer.
It's not your father's heavy metal.
Oh man,
Do you boys enjoy root beer just on its own?
I
not
like
since
root
I was
beer.
12.
I like root beer.
Yeah, so you know they're
But
minted?
it's
I don't really drink a whole lot of soda that much.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything against it, but I don't, normally.
communist.
Root beer float every now and then, maybe.
on occasion, sure.
If I'm gonna drink a soda, I'll have a Coke.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
I don't have anything against it.
I do an ice cold IBC root beer on a hot day. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Well, the taste pairing is actually really, really good.
I really do think just in the initial, we just all lit up here, but it's really. I am, despite their claim of kind of taking it in easy.
Yeah.
It's a scary looking dark cigar. Kind of just look wise, it reminds me of the old Camacho triple Maduros. Those real dark.
Well, the funny thing with the sugar from the root beer is that this could be the most hardcore bitter cigar, and that sugar's going to knock that bitterness right off of it.
Well, I'm noticing you guys getting some spice off the cigar here on the
I am.
end, and the sugar is just washing it out of washing it away.
Yeah, and I think, and I'm going to say, because I would never be the first person to say, hey, have a cigar and a soda. I wouldn't.
No, you're a man.
That's not what I.
Hey,
Yes, okay, that's true, but that's not what I meant. I'm just like I'm not going to pick a soda.
Professor
unless
Blanco
it's just
said
like-
sometimes after steak, cigar and a Diet Coke is what he likes.
I can't argue with him.
Exactly.
And let's face it, sometimes you can't drink. Church. What if you want to smoke a cigar in church? Now you've got Not My Father's root beer. Well, I guess you're still.
Yeah, but
No.
nobody would know it until it comes super
Why is he
popular.
drinking his root beer out of a pint glass?
Are you allowed to smoke cigars in church?
My church. It's upstairs at the pub.
First church.
Yeah,
decade.
so I was about to say, since when do you start going to church? Saint O'Brien's?
He's always watching over me.
Is there one?
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Haven't you heard of the pastor, Ryan Leshiger?
So how long is this? This is a new beer, though.
Thought he was
This
the
is a new-
church elder.
It is. Well, it's been around. This is what one of the things that apparently they have, just trying different things, and it is, I mean, like I said, the brewery itself been around since 2011, so 4 years, and it has become very popular. I guess for a lot of people, you know, and I can see this, you know, IPAs have become so dominant and everything else.
Oh, this is the
opposite. This is
right.
sweet. It is, I mean, and to me that's
syrupy.
Very much, yes.
Syrupy.
You can kind of taste a little
Kind of want to put
little
on
bit
a
of
couple
the
Lego
alcohol on the
waffles.
backside. But
This wouldn't be bad on waffles.
Some French toast, maybe.
Now you said something interesting. You know, Cody owns O'Brien's Irish Pub in historic downtown Temple, Texas, where we used to do the show from. You said they actually offer 2 other varieties of this at higher alcohol.
yes,
This
this is I mean, has 0 IBU. Obviously, there's no bitterness in this, and the ABV for the one we have tonight is 5.9,
Which is decent. I mean, it's
But now they also have 2 other versions, a 10.7 and a 19.5.
That's getting on up there.
which we really should have got our hands on the 19.5.
I don't think we would have been finishing this podcast.
That's like stronger than a bottle of Bordeaux. It's like
Bring it.
most wines are top out at 14%.
That'd be like if you took a can of Steel Reserve and hit it with gamma rays, like the Hulk, and just.
I've been trying to do that and just cannot get it to work.
How's that? I was wondering how that was going.
Yeah.
Steel
No.
Reserve
Oh,
smash.
That'd be awesome. Man, I wonder how you get a hold of that.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm sure if this is available, then probably if you look
Now
around.
that'd be nothing you would ever consider selling at the pub. A 19% alcohol beer.
Maybe for the novelty, right?
Yeah, probably for the novelty of it. I mean,
You have to sell it for what, like $12 a glass?
I'm not, and
Oh,
I'm,
that'd
not,
be-
I'm not saying that we won't eventually. It's just that trend
Well, I
itself
bet-
hasn't come here yet.
And I
Yeah,
bet they would
so-
serve it in a kick-ass like special root beer mug.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody
A
wanted to
frosted
make
root beer mug?
if someone wanted to make like a root beer float out of this, that would be awesome. Alcoholic root beer float.
Why don't you guys offer a dessert at the pub? You could do a root beer float with alcoholic root beer.
Still in the
alcoholic ice cream.
Not until Bluebell comes back.
Well, if you dunk it in this and maybe a shot of Kahlua or
I'm
something.
just picturing Cody in the alley behind the pub selling his black market alcoholic root beer in Dixie cups to teenagers.
You can't prove he did that.
Oh, I want in on it.
We'll talk after the show. I've already said that twice. I have a feeling that's gonna be a theme tonight. We'll talk after the show.
Well, I can say that if you lean that kind of way, you're gonna love the root beer.
Lean what kind of way?
The kind that likes root beers.
It is different, and I'm curious to see as it plays out throughout the night. You know, it's like it's one thing. Usually, if you drink something that's not exactly in your wheelhouse, you stop.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm glad I have other stuff in there.
Tud is
awfully
not
sweet.
Tud is
Yeah,
not
I'm
a fan.
I mean, it's good, and like I said, I respect what they're doing, and they achieved, I think, what I think that they were doing. It's just it's
Don't
not
sit on
me.
the fence. Just call it shit if that's what you want
It
to
is
call it.
to me. It's shit. I came in here just ready for beer, and I get this.
But it said root beer on it.
I know, but I thought it was being ironic, and like most hipster.
Oh, it's hipster root beer.
Tastes nothing like root beer. Oh, the irony.
I can see where you were misled, and you know what?
The favorite part of tonight was watching you almost spit that drink out.
I had the same experience honestly with the seedy, the apple ale. I was not a fan of ciders and I suffered through that show. So, but I could still appreciate it for those who would like that.
Yeah,
It's tangy and brown. You're in cider town.
and that's kind of
It's
where
sweet
I'm
and
at.
yellow. You got juice there, fella.
That's where I'm kind of at, because I know that there's a lot of people that like.
we'll
this.
have another one or two and see if they grow on you.
All right.
That's all I ask.
Yeah, dull your inner sensibility some more with it, and then see if you like it.
Yeah, it's amazing what will happen after a few pints of anything.
Motto for life.
So Core
6
Zero,
beers in, I was gonna get
Metal
it.
Stuff's
Maduro,
great.
but you have to admit they are going very well together.
They are going perfect together. That's what makes it really, really weird.
I will say I don't know if their description of the Core Zero description of surprising you by not going into full strength. It does taste full strength to me early on. It's a pretty full cigar to me.
Yeah.
I'm
Either that or on the full side of medium. I mean, it is a nice toothy. It's got some tooth to it.
but it's a good. It's well constructed. It's a good looking cigar, and we'll check back in here in a little bit.
Yeah, I've
it's
enjoyed them.
Robustos, so we'll check back in sooner than later. So Not Your Father's root beer with the Core Zero Metal Robusto, and then we have a double feature for you tonight. I haven't done one of these in a while, I don't think. You always do that, and at the end you're standing up, slow clapping. Just your whole life has changed. What was the last double feature we did? Escape from LA, Escape from New York? Is that
Swamp
the only?
Thing.
Oh,
Swamp
Swamp Thing.
We did Swamp Thing. We did Escape from.
I think those are our only two double features.
Yeah.
And we are revisiting genre film for this one as well. It is summer. It's summertime. And what better way to celebrate the summer than a double feature of 1983's Sleepaway Camp? Mincy, just take it all off, baby.
Gotta lose the vest, man.
Take it all off, baby.
Sorry, I wanted to sport the vest tonight, but
So much for suffering for
you
your
see,
craft.
Anything else you got to take off? Don't hesitate.
we're getting there.
We're sitting around. We're drinking root beers. We're taking our clothes off. It's as heavy metal as it gets.
I'm fairly certain it's not.
That's why I love what Mincy's wearing.
He's heavy metal. He looks.
The
He's got the
chains,
Axl Rose,
right.
the Keith Richards.
Came decked out.
Um,
It's got a scorpion ring on, for Christ's sakes.
Mincy rocked it tonight. He showed up in full Mickey Rourke full Expendables gear, and it's put a smile on all of our faces.
Oh, hell yeah. I knew it was going to be a good night.
Which, according to Tut, drinking root beer all night, we're going to need something to put us in that.
Well, root beer and watching these two movies. I need something.
Tonight's movie, Sleepaway Camp, 1983, and Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers, 1988. Man.
80s horror movie classics.
Both spectrums of the slasher genre, taking itself seriously, and then satirical, taking itself not seriously at all. Both in a 1-2 punch. Anything you could ever want in an 80s slasher movie, you get it in these two films. And I can't wait to dig right into them.